If you dance, I'll dance. And if you don't, I'll dance anyway. Give peace a chance. Let the fear you have fall away. I've got my eye on you. I've got my eye on you. Say yes to heaven. Say yes to me. Say yes to heaven. Say yes to me. If you go, I'll stay. You come back, I'll be right here. Like a barge at sea. In the storm I stay clear. 'Cause I've got my mind on you. I've got my mind on you.
Hello, my name is Sarah and I live in Yosemite National Park. I just moved here about 3 weeks ago and I told myself I was going to make a video on what life is like here because there's not many videos out there, and before I moved here I know that I really wanted one so I could see what the living situation was like and what to bring and how much to pack. So if you are moving here and you have a job and you want to know what to expect, keep watching. If you don't live here or are not moving here but you want to, I'm going to make another video on how you can get a job here and how you can move to California, and all about how I travel around California so often and how I can afford to do it. So keep watching. I'm going to start off with the tour of what you probably will be living in as soon as you get here. The living situation is probably not something that you're used to. It is called a canvas tent. It has a wood floor and then wood paneling and a wood door and then canvas walls and a canvas roof. You will probably be sharing a space with 2 other people. Yeah, in the summertime you're probably going to have 2 roommates and live in the canvas tent. In the wintertime I'll get into that later, but for now I'm just going to take you around what the canvas tent looks like and what the storage looks like and the facilities that you'll have in your area. Alright, so this is what the canvas tent looks like. As you can tell, it's not very big, kind of looks like something you'd go camping in. You have to put all your food in this bear storage container so that the bears don't eat your food. You're not allowed to keep it inside. Here is what it looks like on the inside. There's a bed there, and then a bed in the back, and then there's another bed to the left. So very basic standard accommodations. You'll have a little cabinet to place your stuff in and on top. There's also space under the bed available, which is nice. There's a heater in the back for when it gets cold. And then there's only 2 plugs to share, which kind of sucks, but you'll get used to it. And then underneath you can obviously store things under there, and then there's a hook so that you can hang all your clothes. It's really not a bad living situation. It looks a lot worse than it is. It's cozy, it's comfortable, and it's nice. It's not terrible. So here's what the little community looks like from the outside, just a bunch of the canvas tents. As you can see, everybody has bikes. Make sure you get a bike or some sort of method to getting around. Driving just does not cut it. The traffic here is terrible, so get a bike or a skateboard. You will not regret it. If you are lucky or it's wintertime, you might get one of these cozy little cabins called a wob. It's better than the tent because you actually have structural walls and it kind of keeps the sound in or out. Here is the washer and dryer room, very basic. You probably already know what this looks like. So this is what the kitchen looks like. You've got stoves, some tables and chairs. There's AC in here, which is nice. Space to prepare your food. Sink, microwave, another sink, and then the food storage part is the toughest part because everybody's got their stuff in there, so you kind of have to fight for a spot, especially the refrigerator. It is absolutely packed full. So I would recommend, if you can sneak one in, getting a This is the wellness center where you can go to rent movies, rent board games. They also have a yoga studio and a computer lab. There's also a gym facility because there's no Planet Fitness in the valley, so it's really nice they have all these services for employees for free. So as for grocery shopping and eating, employees do get 50% off of all of the dining rooms or the little delis and stuff like that. So that's super helpful because you can get a fat plate of food for like $5, whereas normally it would cost like $10 or $12. We also get 10% off of retail items such as like toothpaste or clothes, so that's really helpful as well. There's also a tiny little grocery store. There's actually 2 grocery stores on either side of the river. Depending on where you live, you'll probably go to whichever one. But I'm very fortunate. I live near the bigger one, so I can go get produce and kind of eat as I buy, which is nice, so I don't waste my money and so food doesn't go bad. But yeah, food is very expensive, so I would recommend coming in with some food already from outside of the valley because everything is priced like, you know, this is a tourist destination, so it's really nice that they give us the discount because otherwise we would all be broke. So yeah, as you can see, living here is pretty awesome. It's definitely worth the non-traditional living standards because you live in a national park and it's always beautiful here. There's always something to do, whether you're into hiking, climbing, photography, you can go rafting or swimming. It is just a great place to be. If you just want to get out of a city or your little hometown for a while. That's what I did, and I am really enjoying it. There are so many awesome people to meet. You'll make a friend on your first day. Everyone is super friendly. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Also, you're probably wondering why I don't live in a canvas tent after I've been here for 3 weeks. So one little trick that you can do to try and get out of a canvas tent if it's not for you, I happen to make friends with somebody who has been here for a really long time. So she lives in a dorm room, and I happen to, you know, bring up the conversation of, hey, I'm looking to move out of my canvas tent. Any recommendations? And you can always find somebody who's looking for a roommate, especially in the winter. It's easy to kind of move up in the housing situation. In the summertime, it's kind of tough, so I would definitely ask around. If canvas tent is not for you, just ask around, and I'm sure someone is looking for a roommate. Rather than just get a random person thrown into their thing, they'd rather know somebody. So tips and tricks. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow my Instagram if you don't already. I will link it below. And yeah, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in Yosemite.